Good morning from the heart of New York City. This is a Better Self Daily Show dedicated to one thing: to learn and apply to live as a better self daily. I'm your host, Angela Shurina, your personal trainer, your personal nutritionist, your personal health and wellness coach, your fellow biohacker, and just someone with a lot of passion for healthy living, healthy eating, healthy food, movement, nutrition, fitness, longevity, everything and anything in between, and just feeling your best, looking your best, and performing your best on all levels. Today's episode is dedicated to one of the favorite things that everybody loves to eat, and it's not sugar or candies or pasta or pizza, it's protein. Actually, when you ask a lot of people what gives them the most satisfaction after eating, or give them the most fullness and what they really crave, and if they don't get it, is protein. And it's not surprising, because protein or amino acids are building blocks of everything. You cannot build any kind of proteins or hormones or tissue, muscle tissue, skin tissue, your hair, your nails, everything. Protein is involved in everything, and it's involved in your hormonal production and any kind of substances, neurotransmitters, etc. Without proteins, without amino acids, your body cannot do much. And that's why we naturally gravitate to making sure that we are eating protein or amino acids on a daily basis. So most of the people in the Western world get more than enough protein. It's very hard to actually find someone who is protein deficient. That's why it's sometimes funny for me to hear from people like, how do I get enough protein? Unless you're a hardcore bodybuilder and you're trying to get massive, you're probably getting more than you need of protein. And you shouldn't be worried about drinking shakes or adding some amino acids on top of what you're already eating, or getting more protein from some supplements. Just eat good food and get your protein. But then a lot of people actually ask me, what's the good amount of protein? Like, good for your health, good for your fitness, and if you're a gym goer, what's the good amount of protein for you? Good amount meaning that it satisfies your bodily needs, that it satisfies your training, nutrition needs, but also protein to be proven, too much of protein proven to be bad for you, increasing inflammation and decreasing your lifespan. So protein is one of those things that you want to get enough and no more and no less. And it's not, again, a precise science, and you should modulate the amount of protein according to your physique, how much lean body mass you have. The more lean body mass you have, the more protein you need. Obviously, if you're a guy, you need more protein just because you have more muscle. Also, just if you're a bigger person, you need more protein if you're taller, if you're a male, female, if you're older, then it's also proven by recent research and studies that you might need to increase your protein with age, whereas middle-aged people, from somewhere from 30 to, let's say, 50 need different amounts of protein compared to someone who is growing and in teenage state, or someone who is elderly and need more protein. But to cut long story short, based on recent and most advanced research in nutrition science, in longevity science, good amount of protein usually goes around 0.5 grams to 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight. And again, it's usually, if you're not, morbidly obese or have, super different, super unique genetics. So 0.5, 0.8, go for higher if you do a lot of weight training, multiplied by pound of body weight. So for example, let's take myself. I'm right now 120 pounds of body weight, and I multiplied that by 0.8 because first of all I train do weight training almost every single day, plus my lean body mass is somewhere around 12 to 14%. That for female is a lot, and then to maintain that muscle mass and to preserve my muscles and to get more strength and more muscles in the gym, I need to aim to higher amount of protein, higher but still in a healthy range. So I multiply my weight in pounds, 120 pounds, by 0.8 grams of protein, and that gives me the number of 96 grams of protein. And somewhere around 100, I personally notice that it works the best for me. So when I eat that amount of protein and the rest, most of the calories come from healthy fats and very little from carbohydrates, mostly from fiber. When I eat that way, I feel the best. I feel that my muscles stay strong and sharp. I feel great in the gym. I feel like I'm getting enough food. I don't feel hungry. I just feel amazing, look amazing, and perform amazing on all levels. So my number is somewhere around 100. Your number is probably going to be different. And again, you want to, according to your lifestyle, find this kind of an average number. So depending on your lifestyle, again, depending on your physique, and then just see how you feel. If you feel like you're lacking something or like you're losing your muscle mass, a lot of scales right now can tell you if you're losing, fat or you're losing muscle mass. So adjust accordingly the amount of protein. And most importantly, get your protein from whole foods. Things like fatty fish, things like whole eggs, things like grass-fed meat and beef, and like shellfish. A lot of vegetables, nuts and seeds have protein. So the best way to count and calculate the amount of protein you're getting, I found personally, there is really amazing app, MyFitnessPal. It has millions and maybe billions of users and millions of foods in the database, and you can track your amount of protein you're eating in your food exactly. So for example, if you're eating, for dinner 5 ounces of salmon, then you can put in the app 5 ounces salmon, and that app will tell you how much protein is in that food, and that's how you calculate your protein intake. Also, if you're really into macronutrients and you want to make sure that you're eating the right amount of protein, then you might invest into really simple food scales that going to tell you exactly how much your food weigh, and then you can put that weight into the app MyFitnessPal. I love that app. It tells you how many fats, proteins, carbs in your food, some vitamins and minerals. It's tracking that also. It can tell you by meal how many calories you consume, proteins, fats, etc. So MyFitnessPal, that's how I'm tracking my protein. Another thing that I noticed, some people think that, for example, if it's chicken breast or it's a piece of meat, that whatever it weighs, that's how much protein you're getting. But even though meat or chicken breast or shrimp has a lot of protein, a lot of foods, meat products, animal products do not have the same amount of protein as they weigh. So you gotta look up how much protein exactly your food has. So again, to calculate the amount of protein you need to be getting from whole foods, multiply 0.5 to 0.8 depending on the training and your lean body mass by your body weight in pounds, and that's the approximate amount of protein you need to be getting from ideally good quality whole foods. And animal foods, of course, have better protein because they have more amino acids and more essential amino acids that your body cannot produce and need to get from foods. If you're a vegan or vegetarian, then you gotta make sure that you're eating the right kind of protein with the right kind of amino acids from the foods you are eating. And that's basically it for today. If you have more questions about protein, amount of protein, kind of protein, how to eat your protein the right way, what to combine it with, etc., etc., etc. By the way, the worst thing to combine your protein with is starchy foods or things like rice or grains or potatoes. The worst combination ever for your stomach. Your meats, your protein go well with non-starchy vegetables or alone. So remember that for good digestion, for no discomfort in your tummy. Remember that. And again, if you have more questions, shoot me email to Angela@createyourself.today, Angela@createyourself.today. I'm always happy to help you with your diet, your nutrition. And till next time, guys, calculate your protein needs and how much you are getting and live as a better self today.